biggest bear you've ever seen. His hide littered with the weapons of fallen warriors, his face scarred with one dead eye. I drew my sword and...
Whoosh! One swipe, his sword shattered, then chomp! Dad's leg was clean off.
Peter, I know that you're a big Pixar fan, certainly in the past.
Yes.
Is the magic starting to wane for you?
I have to say it sort of was. I was very baffled and perplexed by Brave because I was really looking forward to it. I'd read some really interesting things about it. But to me it looked weirdly like a pastiche of a Pixar movie created by people who didn't have the Pixar talents for humour or for interesting plot. I found it completely perplexing. I spent an hour and 40 minutes kind of waiting for it to start in a way. I was completely bemused by it.
It's a weird car crash of almost two different films. The first chunk of it is almost sub-Asterix slapstick comedy, isn't it? Of lots of people falling over and getting hit on the head and lifting up their kilts and all of that kind of malarkey. But then after that, I actually found it was like this kind of weird, dark Paul Arago fairy tale when it goes into the forest, and I quite enjoyed that. Catherine, as our own Mirinda, what did you make of it?
No, I agree. I think I lean more towards your point of view than Peter's on this. And that later part, without giving away anything, it sort of reminded me, do you know that David Garrett book, Lady into Fox? It sort of reminded me of that, and that, you know, there's sort of quite a lot of moving stuff in it really in the end, which took me a bit by surprise because, as you say, the opening is...
That's fine. I get that. I get that. I really do understand that at a personal level. But the idea of what actually is happening, and the fact that there's nothing interesting happens as a result of that. Really, I don't get the impression that she's learned very much about herself, or that she's learned very much about her mother, or that she's learned very much about her own development, her own development as lady into something else, or something into lady, or any of this chrysalis into butterfly ideas that we seem to be sporting with. A lot of people have said that it's kind of like a Ghibli movie, kind of like a Miyazaki movie. Again, that baffles me. It seems to be like a lot of other animated movies by DreamWorks and Pixar, but just kind of done in this weird, half-hearted way.
There's a slight disarray to the film, I'll certainly admit that. There are, you know, the character of the witch...
The witch is just
kind of comes in for one scene and then it's gone.
It's booted out.
And the ending felt very abbreviated and kind of hastily wrapped together.
Exactly. And all that stuff in the ad material, that if you could change your destiny, would you? And thinking, what destiny? What is this destiny that she has? What is it she's changing it to? What? It seems to be completely opaque to me. I couldn't get to grips with it at all.
I am Merida, and I'll be shooting for my own hand.
What are you doing?
Merida, curse this dress! Merida, stop this! Don't you dare loose another arrow! Merida, I forbid it.